Mossop in the ruck.
North Melbourne 62, Carlton 37. Third quarter of the Foster's Challenge Cup. Dwyer goes through. Larkin kicks wide. Carlton through Dean. Hand passes back to Shine. Shine kicks wide looking for Nayley. Nayley takes the mark. Good mark to Nayley. Thrown to the ground by Robertson after he took it. So Carlton into attack straight away. Robertson holding onto his leg. Nayley getting a 15-metre penalty. Plays on straight away. Has two bounces. Decides to go around Hickey. Does it well. Kicks from about 55. Goes short and finds Ogier. So Darren Ogier has the chance to put Carlton's first score for the second half up on the board within a minute. They desperately need a goal to get back into this game. Ogier, who's been playing at full forward, takes a strong mark, unattended, and will line up from about 35 metres out from goal. In the background, Jim Buckley is getting a treatment from a trainer. Looks like he's injured his right knee. But Ogier, we've got a good shot right behind him here. Comes in, kicking to the pavilion end of the ground. Sliced it across his body. He's only been successful in kicking 1 point. So a bad miss there for Darren Ogier. Normally a very good kick for goal. And the Blues desperately needed one there.
1-2 to Ogier as Carlton trail by 4 goals. They've had 13 scoring shots to 12, but they trail by 24 points. McCann goes towards Mossop. Edwards up against him as Madden's playing on the forward line at the moment. Tapped on by Mossop the hole. 1 bounce, 2 bounces. Normally a left footer. Goes with the right foot towards full forward. Harris gets into the back there of Mackenzie, and Mackenzie will take a free kick. Big men for North Melbourne haven't done a lot up forward. Hepburn's been rather quiet. Harris chipped in with 1 goal, but it's mainly been through their followers and Rovers where they've got their goals.
So Carlton need to improve. A lot of Blues fans here. That kick from Mackenzie was a floater. Went over the head of the players. Buckley's in there on the bottom of the pack. Bit of pushing and shoving going on there. Larkin and Nayley. And it's on again. Edwards in there. Law, the North Melbourne strongman, grabs him. Mossop. And Edwards having a bit of a shove. Mossop, the experienced player. Edwards, the newcomer for Carlton. Both heavyweights. Fans loving it here at the Oval.
Of course, North Melbourne won't be too disappointed with no time on in these quarters being played, and they lead by 4 goals, so they're going with that as much as they like. So free kick there to North Melbourne after all that, and it's going to be Larkin with a drop punt. He's looking towards Donald McDonald. Over the back, Mackenzie. Mackenzie, the quick handball away. Kick by Robertson to Dwyer. And Dwyer now only 25 metres out with a terrific chance to put North Melbourne 5 goals in front. 10-2 to 5-8. North right on top at the moment. It's hard to see Carlton getting out of it too, the way they're playing. Not enough's happening for them. System's falling down. They look rather lethargic all day. Dwyer from 25 metres, drop punt, and he's put it through for a goal. So North lead 11-2 to 5. Buckley picking up Clarkson at the moment. Clarkson, of course, involved in the Aitken merely in the first quarter. So Edwards goes in against Mossop, two of the antagonists in this term. Nayley with a backhander, which goes about 30 metres. Law with a high ball towards centre-half forward. Almost a very good mark. There's a fight on behind play. Buckley and also Clarkson. Buckley deciding to even up for what happened earlier on. Unfortunately, losing concentration totally about the game. That was just like a pub brawl going on there between Jim Buckley and Alistair Clarkson. Obviously, Jim had decided that the Ian Aitken situation had to be evened up, and he's tagging Clarkson at the moment. But Carlton have got to start concentrating and trying to kick a goal or two.
And umpire Ian Robinson has reported Jim Buckley for that incident. Good mark there to Carlton. Road. Buckley shadowing Clarkson as Road kicks up towards centre-half forward. Ogier has the sit from behind. 3 Carlton players spoil each other. Off the pack beautifully was Herman. Evans now has the lead to the rest of the ball. Dwyer tackles beautifully. Picked up by Hannah. Hickey ducks his head and breaks through the pack. A lovely handball over to Demetrio. Demetrio turns, kicks out wide looking for Clarkson.
Clarkson and half-back. Buckley, who we believe has been reported just a moment ago, to Demetrio. Short, centre wing. just in place. Spargo takes the mark. Over the top, Demetriou again. Through the centre with Run. Short pass. It's a good one towards half forward. And North Melbourne right on top of the moment with Jason Love. Maybe just too far out to score. He's about 45 metres out. Kernahan on the mark. And a goal here to North Melbourne will give them a 6-goal lead. Drop punt by Love's. Good strong kick. And he has just missed. It's a behind to Love, so it's 11-3. In fact, Eddie, that's the first behind to North Melbourne since halfway through the first quarter. 11-3 to 5-8.
Another fight going on behind play. Players break up. The kick comes out to Williams. Carlton really need to do something now as Williams comes out of defence, kicks up towards the wing position. Buckley underneath the ball. Should have marked the ball. Comes through to Herman. Herman kicks wide out towards Shine, and Shine drops a sitter. Should have marked that. Recovers well. Is tackled by Smith. Play on, says the umpire. Smith does it well. Knocks it forward. Hannah picks up. Punched on there by Smith. Demetriou. Hand pass was too strong for German. Now it's Williams for Carlton. Gets the handball over the top to Nailey. Nailey twists and turns. Has a bounce. Onto the left foot. Gets the hand pass to Gleeson. Gleeson fumbles. Goes around Smith. Handballs back to Nailey. Nailey's got all the time in the world now to pick up and find somebody to kick to. Chips in short towards Gleeson. But Dwyer, who's been a great player today for North Melbourne, sticks up one hand and grabs it. In the background, Nailey's into another fight.
It's just ridiculous, the things that are going on behind play at the moment.
Nailey and Steele, two players who are normally ball players, having a bit of a wrestle. There's nothing in it now, but it shouldn't be going on at all.
So Dwyer from half-back, well, tucked away really in the back pocket. He's had a lot of kicks. Most of them have been wide on the boundary line, but he has set up some plays. McCann with a long ball towards half-forward. McDonald in the right spot, and he takes a very good mark against Dean. See how wide these wings are. Going on at full forward this time. It's hard to concentrate on the footy at the moment as McDonald goes towards the centre of the ground as the fight goes on at full forward. About 6 or 7 players involved. Umpires finally break it up as Kernahan goes to Ogier, and Ogier takes the mark. It's going to be paid. I'm feeling they may take plays on to Evans as it goes on. Now Evans should kick a goal. He's only 20 metres out and he's missed. So things not going right for Bernie Evans or for Carlton at the moment.
And it's on again.
This is absolutely ridiculous. So 3 points to Evans.
Edwards has dropped Ross Smith.
Carlton obviously think they need some evening up to do, and the umpire's bringing the book out again, Ian Robinson.
Buckley is going down just behind play. I'm keeping an eye on this. The goal umpire's come out. Buckley is trying to intimidate Clarkson, and the goal umpire's having a word to him as the other goal umpire at the other end is having a word to a number of players.
I was going to say, Eddie, just before Evans had the shot for goal, that I thought they were going to take off Clarkson because of the attention he's getting now. Smith is bathed in blood there. It's
John Law.
Yeah, John Law, who's got an enormous gash over his right eye. And I guess you're getting sick of us saying it back in Australia, but it's quite disgraceful.
Another report. Umpire Ian Robinson will have writer's cramp by the end of this day.
I think Edwards is playing in his first game for Carlton today, and he's been involved in about 15 fights.
He's a bit sick and sorry at the moment. Somebody's obviously squared off for North Melbourne. John Law, a very tough player, but tough and fair. Tough in that he does the hard things. He's got a cut eye at the moment. The crowd not knowing what to do. They've come here to watch football, not fights. Edwards looks like he's going to come off the ground. He's limping. Number 51, Gerald Butts for Carlton is warming up.
Of course, with no time on being played in these games, we're up to almost 10 minutes into the third quarter, and it's 11-3 to 5-9. So it's 69 to 39, and whilst all the... In fact, that point being paid as a free kick, actually, to Law after that. So Law, with blood streaming out of his forehead, goes out towards half-back. The handball by Herman. Kernahan, well played fairly. A few players at the moment that don't really want the ball too hard. More interested in having a skite behind play. Quick kick away by the Blues. Road towards centre half forward. Robertson takes a splendid mark, and North Melbourne is doing it well, Eddie.
Now Robertson now kicks out wide, looking for Demetriou. Demetriou underneath it, takes the mark. Daru tries to give him one. It's a good mark by Andrew Demetriou.
Just won the centre, Eddie, after a fairly quiet start. Demetriou's had a good second and big third quarters.
Over to Robertson, who comes down from half-back. Kicks long. Mackenzie from behind for Carlton. Good play there for North Melbourne by Longmire. The 16-year-old has just come onto the ground. McDonald over the top. Madden has been unsighted for a quarter. Gleeson goes in. Spargo tackles. Play on. Demetrio. A long handball out the back towards Love. Jason Love into the open goal, and North Melbourne kicked in. Well, back in the centre, North Melbourne lead 12-3, 75 to 5-9, 39 Carlton. Mossop. Madden gets the tap. Robertson out of the centre, smothered there by Evans. Steele knocks it along the ground, goes through well. Picked up by Herman. He's tackled solidly by Larkin. Comes out to Evans. Bernie Evans fumbles. Good play by Robertson to knock it away. Road, Mossop, Shine. Demetrio picks up. Nobody to handball, so he goes for the kick. Looks for Love out in the half-forward flank. Love's punched away there by Daru. Now, Daru has plenty of time to pick up and steady. Goes for the short pass and finds Ogier with one of the first passages of play from Carlton to come out of defence and find a forward.
Ogier 55 metres out. The Blues need a goal. They need about 4 or 5 of them. John Law's off the ground at the moment. He's very badly injured. Let's hope that cut clear up. Ogier with a long kick. So kick right to the goal square. McCann, Kernahan, Fairley. North Melbourne much more desperate at the moment, and it will be a ball up. So since half-time, we've had about 8 fights, and Carlton's added 2 points, and North has kicked 2-1. They've dominated the game. After a quarter-time, they led 3-2 to 2-3. Law off the ground. Very badly gashed head. North Melbourne 19 frees to Carlton 9. It's been a very difficult game to umpire. McCann over the shoulder, hoping more than anything else. Williams almost a specky. Steele, German. German kicks the ball as it was touched as the ball went over the line. There'll be a ball.
Wild plays down at the pavilion end of the ground. Jim Buckley and Alistair Clarkson continue to niggle each other, or should I say Jim Buckley continues to niggle Alistair Clarkson. Throw in. Mossop. Ogier goes in for Carlton. He's pulled off the ball. Hickey, good play. The kick finds Justin Madden on the chest. So big Justin can drive forward for Carlton now.
Drop punt, looks for Kernahan. Hickey at the back. Strong mark taken by Ogier. Ogier's giving North Melbourne some problems up forward at the moment, and he, rather than Kernahan's been the focal point in this third quarter. He's got a chance here, and he's kicked 1 goal, 2. The Blues have added only just 2 points in this second half. Where we thought Carlton would dominate was in the hit-outs, but Madden has been eclipsed today. North Melbourne 18 hit-outs to Carlton 10. So this is a very important kick. Ogier from only 35 metres out, almost directly in front. Kick looks all right. He's put him through, so go to Ogier.
Carlton go into attack once more. Nailey takes the mark. He plays on straight away. Nailey with the short pass looking for Ogier. The diving mark comes off, and Darren Ogier, who was kicked 2 goals for the game, is the chance to kick his second in a matter of a minute. So the Blues certainly need this one. Ogier missed one from the same position earlier in the quarter. They trail 45 to 75, 30 points to difference. We've been going for 15 and a half minutes into this third quarter. And if the Blues are going to come back, Ogier needs to kick this goal. He's only 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. Drop punt. Swings it in. Has it made it? Yes, says the umpire. Ogier kicks his third. Carlton is starting to come back.
Shine. Gleeson. Now Evans from half forward. Again short. This time looking towards Butts, the new player. Now Nailey with a chance to show his skills. Can't get around still. Butts off the ground. Got through Smith's leg. Evans will go off the ground, and he has kicked A behind. The crowd loved it. A la soccer. So Bernie has kicked 4 points today, and it's 7-10 to 12-3. The Blues have got a chance here of getting back within some sort of touch at three-quarter time.
And the crowd's starting to come to life now. Carlton's starting to look like the team that won the premiership against Hawthorn so convincingly. Madden from behind, Mossop at the front. Neither player gets the ball. Dwyer picks up, kicks out towards the half-forward line. Spargo overruns the ball. Rhys Jones picks up, does it well. Kicks around the body towards Shine and Steele. Ogier picks up. Coming into the game a bit now, Darren Ogier. Madden leaves it for Herman. Herman goes long. Daru's got the sit up from, Butts rather. Hannah now. Good play, Hickey.
Hickey to Fairley. Fairley with a long ball towards the centre. In the front spot, Road over the back, Larkin. Larkin did it cleverly. One bounce. He's got some space. Goes wide towards half forward. Almost a mark to Longmuir, who's a young 16-year-old. Quick kick by Daru round his body. Missed there by Herman. Dwyer and Buckley. Jimmy, who spent most of the quarter rubbing shoulders with Alistair Clarkson. Good pick up there by McCarthy. Back towards Clarkson, who's, of course, was involved in the Aiken incident. Slight rain starts to fall at the Oval, and now the Blues come back into attack.
Carlton come forward. Ogier underneath the pack. McCarthy from behind with one hand. Can't take the mark, and the ball goes over the line to be thrown in. 18 minutes gone in the third quarter. Carlton 52, trail North Melbourne 75. The half-forward line for Carlton. Madden and Mossop. Madden gets the tap, grabs it. Quick kick by Road. McCann, kick smothered. German picks up. Spargo. Spargo hooks in towards the centre half-forward position. Good mark there to North Melbourne. And Alistair Clarkson will take his kick. Clarkson handballs to German, who's broken away. He's got space, 50 metres out, goes long with the drop punt. It's on its way. Peter German has hit the post, has he? Yes. Well, bad luck there for German. Looked like he was going to kick his 5th goal. He's kicked 4 goals, 1 now. As Carlton come out from defence.
Daru goes wide. Evans and German. Evans towards centre half forward. Dennis with a fly. Almost a specky. Hannah got the chance from 55 metres out. Drop punt towards the goal square. Sneaking through from behind. Rushed over by Fairley. And the Blues 7-11 to 12-4. 23 points of difference. Hannah hasn't had a lot in this game. He hasn't done a lot. That's his first behind.
Holt from behind, punches away. Gleeson tackled, didn't have a chance to get rid of the ball, but the umpire says dropping the ball. Free kick will go to North Melbourne. And John Holt will be the recipient. No, it will be McCarthy. So John McCarthy kicks long towards the wing position. McDonald underneath it. Williams over the top. German flicks it out towards Robertson. Robertson has plenty of time, has a bounce. Goes for the handball over the top to Clarkson or Love. Comes in towards McDonald. McDonald takes an easy mark. He's going to line up from about 52 metres out from goal as the rain starts to come down here in London.
Hasn't kicked a goal so far, McDonald. Long way out, playing 21 minutes almost, so a goal here to North would give them a big break going into three-quarter time. 25-minute quarters. This is the second game in the Foster's Challenge Cup, and the outsiders, North Melbourne, well and truly in front. Kick not making the distance, punched away by McKenzie, and it'll be a ball in. So I don't know what Robert Walls could do for Carlton to get out of this. Stayed in touch in this term with a couple of quick goals to Ogier.
Throw in, McDonald. Madden gets the tap. Daru kicks out. Two North players crash. Love with the kick. It's a high bounce, but it's just gone through, offline, through for a behind. So Jason Love's kicked 1 goal, 2. Would have been lucky to get a goal with that one. Carlton come out wide. Jim Buckley dashes away, has a bounce. Kicks wide, looking for Dean. Ross Smith comes out. Good play, Ross Smith, a good, strong player. Paddles it in front of him now. Has time to recover. Buckley smothered well. Dwyer goes in, knocks it forward. Dean now. Crunched by Longmire. Picked up by Herman. Herman kicks long. Dennis Pagan in the road, the North Melbourne runner. Hickey takes the mark.
So Hickey from the back pocket. It's North leads 77 to 53. Look for McDonald. Ogier's tackle was pretty crude. Smith with a long kick towards centre half forward. Big fly from the back by Love. By Clarkson, I should say. Left foot round, his body's a good one. Rhys Jones gets underneath it and takes the mark. Played a subdued role, really, Rhys, today. Hasn't made many mistakes. Some involved in that fight earlier on, but I don't think that was his fault. And it's on behind play again with Daru getting involved, with a couple of North Melbourne players, and now Buckley getting involved. We'll go back to the footy for a moment as Gleeson's got the ball at half back, and Holt's all over the top of him, as Clarkson and Reece Jones are at full forward. So you can't see that on the screen at the moment, but another one of these big fights going on in the forward line. So 30-metre penalty, and Gleeson from the centre wing.
Unbelievable situation there where Clarkson was having to run away from 3 Carlton players who were chasing after him, trying to belt his head off. Dennis now kicks long. Kernahan underneath the pack, almost takes the mark. Madden tries to claim it. Coming through is Hickey, gets his boot to the ball. Shine now from about 40 metres out the left foot, kicks a floater. Hanna takes the mark. So Mil Hanna has the chance to kick Carlton's 8th goal and bring the Blues right back into this game. 2 metres out, makes no mistake.
Been a bit disappointing, Kernahan, after a good start. Hasn't really done much since quarter time, where he kicked a couple of goals. So McCarthy from centre half back.
Long kick. McDonald punches away. Good play there by German. The long kick could bounce through. No, it's been touched. Clarkson off the ground. No, touched through. Didn't get there in time. Reece Jones goes in now, and it's on again. Behind the goals this time as Clarkson scurries away. Every time the young North Melbourne Rover goes near the ball, at least 3 Carlton players go at him. We watch again here. Longmire pushed out by Buckley. Ball just over the line. Oh, looks like he put his foot over the line. So bad luck there for Clarkson.
So John Kennedy playing Clarkson the ultimate compliment by keeping you on. It's obvious to everybody here that Carlton are trying to square up for the Aiken incident earlier on. As we go to the almost 3/4 time as Nady drives it to the half-forward flank. McCann's done a good job as the rain starts to pour down at the oval. Still round his body. Siren will go at any stage. It's a wonky old siren here. Spargo, Demetrio, and also Larkin. Daru, who's had a fairly good third quarter. He's had a number of kicks. Madden did well, the big man. Handball over towards Road. Missed by Evans. Evans has made a lot of mistakes in this quarter. He's had a chance to kick a couple of goals. He goes short, but chipping in McCarthy. So McCarthy to repel, and he should go into McDonald at centre of the ground as the siren goes for 3/4 time. And North Melbourne lead 12-6, 78 to Carlton 8-11-59. So it's the Kangaroos by 19 points after at one stage in this term they led by 36. North kicked 12-4 in this quarter, rather kicked 2-4 in this term, and Carlton managed to add 3-4.